Dave, overall, very solid, just a few days here in Cleveland, but with just kind of how this game played out, I have to imagine it leaves quite a sour taste in your mouth. But what were you seeing just kind of from the bullpen in this one today?
It did. It's sour in the sense of, you win the first two and you catch a lead going into the eighth inning and you feel good about the game. And I thought we did enough to win, but unfortunately, that eighth inning got away from us.
With whether it was Tanner, whether it was Alex Vesia, what are you kind of seeing from those guys right now?
I think with Tanner, obviously, with the Muncie play right there, that was took a weird hop. And then the walk was a walk that you really would like to have back. And I think that the crux is when you get count leverage, we're just not able to put guys away with the strikeout and leaving middle spin sliders in the zone for them to put the ball in play. And I think that when you do that, then sometimes the ball finds holes or some outfield grass. And so that's kind of what I see. And then with Alex, got behind and gave him with a fastball that wasn't his best fastball, and the guy hit a homer.
But Tanner, how much is the lack of finishing guys off kind of a common thread of his season so far?
I think that's what it is, and we've got to kind of get to the bottom of it. It's not a usage thing. It's something that we've seen all year, and there's great strike throwing, getting count leverage. But just that last pitch, to put guys away, like he did with Arias, I thought that was kind of, something really impressive, and that's what we got to kind of unlock and be consistent with. But I just think the stuff is good at times, but it's just kind of the finishing off the hitters.
Is that Muncie one a play he needs to make there? I know it took like that weird hop off the edge of the grass. Kind of how did you see it?
You know what? I just saw it from my vantage point, so I didn't get a clear view of it. I know that the coach were talking about that it kind of, the last hop took a weird turn, and so I just didn't get a good enough look at it.
You try to get a second inning out of Trevino because of the workload out there, or do you expect him to be a two-inning, multi-inning guy?
I think it's just more of just given where we're at, the options, and it's some of those guys you want batting left-handed versus right-handed, and he was down for a couple of days, so that's kind of where we're at. So I felt good about that. Yeah.
And then going to Tanner in the seventh inning.
I just felt that right there, Trevino was out of gas, and I wanted to stop the momentum, and I just felt that part of the order, I felt good about Tanner going back out there.
No, it was not. You saw the rain coming or anything like that.
No.
What did you see out of Clayton today?
I thought just, still trying to find his way. Wasn't his best stuff, but found a way to limit damage, compete out there, which he always does, and willed himself through 5 innings and made pitches when he needed to. And I thought the last couple innings got a little bit better. And I just felt for me his third outing, or, essentially his second outing, early on there was a lot of laboring and trying to really stressful pitches. I felt, at that point in time he did enough to help us win a game and to get him ready for his next start.
How difficult is it to build momentum and to feel good about what you've got when the bullpen is as inconsistent, albeit because of injuries, as it's been?
Yeah, it's tough and I guess frustrating. It's still a 500 road trip, which I think, going into it we would have banked, but losing this one kind of how we did, and when you do get a good start from a starter, we've got to win these games, and we're not used to giving up games late as far as the bullpen, and there's things that we just got to, just keep kind of trying to figure out and get better.